Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Ara, and in today's video we are going to be talking about the corporate lessons that I wish someone had told me sooner. So without further ado, let's get started. As you must have already seen, I am changing my locations for videos. I'm trying to find the best lighting, but I'm not still able to crack the code. I am trying all the possible lightings in my house and places in my house to shoot, but I don't know why some things are just not working for the video. So yeah, this is the best that I can do right now in the current situations and scenarios. So yeah, now to give you all some context, I'll be finishing 3 years of my corporate journey in a few months, and this is my first job. I know I still have a lot to learn. I still have a long way to go, but I would like to share all of the things that I wish I had known sooner. I wish someone had told me sooner. Nevertheless, I'll be passing on my learnings, my lessons onto you. These are the things that I have experienced firsthand. Some of these lessons were taught to me by very good colleagues, friends, and even my family members that I look up to. So, yeah, let's get started. I have, in fact, written down all the points here in my notebook, in my diary, and let's start. The points that I'm going to say are not in any particular order. I have just written down all that was coming to my mind. So don't expect a flow, just expect a straight point to point conversation. The first thing that I would want to say is, see, as a fresher that I was, I always thought that, once that I've survived college, which was a terrible experience, I thought that, oh, college has prepped me for corporate, and now no matter what kind of people, what kind of toxicity I get into, nothing can, beat me down. But I was wrong. Corporate is worse. Corporate is literal real life. It shows you what people are and to what extent people can go to, and how selfish they are, and how, you know, they can just do anything to pull the other person down. So, my point here is to develop a thick skin. Don't take things personally. People are going to, come and say things to you, but half of the things they don't even mean. Sometimes they say it to pull you down. Sometimes they just say it out of some frustration going on in the personal life, or some incidents that have happened elsewhere in other team or something, and they just tend to, take it out on other people. So try to not take it personally, and try to not let it affect your work. No one generally means anything on personal level. They always have some other motives. So yeah, don't take things personally, and try to develop a thick skin. I am still trying. I do have a crying session every 2 weeks. I just break down, mm, thinking, why are people doing the things that they are doing, and why do they act so nice on my face and then just go ahead and backstab me. But this is what I've realized, that the more I, just keep it at work, the more I don't take it personally, the happier I am and the better my work is. Now this brings me to the second point, that is, keep 9 to 5 in 9 to 5 and don't bring it home. Now I am saying this in two main aspects. The first aspect is the mental stress, and the second aspect is your work. So continuing from the previous point about the mental stress, no matter what happens at work, no matter how stressful it is, try to not bring that energy, that thing at home. Try not to bring those thoughts at home, so that you have a peaceful personal life and peaceful nights for sleeping. This was something that I was struggling with for a few months, and I was having really anxious days, till a point that I was, just feeling so nervous to even log in, that I had to take a sick leave because I did not have the courage to log in, because I was taking all the things that were happening at work personally, and I was, not just letting it go at that point and keeping it for me to deal with it later, the next day. So that was my mistake, and I would suggest that whatever stress it is, it's not worth it. There's nothing that you can't deal with tomorrow. Please put your mental health above everything. Now the second aspect of it was your work. So I know a lot of for a lot of people work is their life. For me as well it is, and in fact my work defines me. But I have realized this thing, and one of my best friends gave me this advice to keep 9 to 5 in 9 to 5, and I try to follow it as much as I can. So what happens is I have really hectic work days, but I try to live by this advice that I am getting paid for 9 to 5, right? Why do I need to work? Why am I putting so much more over there and sacrificing my personal life for which I'm actually earning? Like, I'm earning to live a good personal life, to live a good, happy life. But if I'm utilizing most of my day working, then what's the point of the whole job? Getting my thing. Although I do still have days when I need to overwork, like I need to work overtime, but I try to, wind it up within my work time. Trust me, when you wind up your work on or before time, your mood, your rest of the day, and everything goes so much better. It is literally so much better, and you would see a sudden shift in your behavior as well. You'll get time to, go for walks, to talk to your loved ones, to spend your alone time. Moving on, this third point is again a little correlated, and I am still learning and dealing with this thing. The point is, don't let anyone affect your self confidence, and don't let anyone put you in a spot where you go into an endless loop of self doubt. It took me a lot of time to firstly get out of that self doubt loop. Obviously, my confidence level has dropped down. Confidence with my work literally has dropped down a lot, and there are days when I just sit and think that, am I this dumb? Which I know I am not, but I these people just, try to say mean things, try to pull you down. They try to say you so many things. They try to question your work, right, left, center, everything. And all of that tends to, affect you in a way that you don't recognize until it's too late. And that is what had happened with me. I let their words define my personality, my work, my identity, my confidence, and that was something that I would strongly advise you all to not let it happen to you. Just know that confidence comes from within. If you know that they are questioning your work, and if you are in a position, if you're in a spot where you don't know what to respond, that's okay. Some mistakes or some shortcomings do not define you. And, maybe take that as a feedback, and, sit with yourself and work on it. That, oh, I did not know the answer of this, so the next time they come and ask, or you are in a similar situation, you would know how to respond to it, you would know how to react to it. And the moment a similar situation happens and you are able to answer it back, the confidence, the self confidence begins to rise, and you start feeling really good about yourself, and that automatically creates a domino effect, and it leads to a better quality of work as well. This point brings me to the next point, that is, treat mistakes as a stepping stone kind of a thing. I know, as cliche as it might sound, but honestly, you are human and you're bound to make mistakes. I know, again, first job, people would be like, if you're a perfectionist like me, even a smallest thing here and there would trigger you so much that, oh, how can I do that? How did I do that? How did I end up making this blunder? Or how did I end up doing this mistake? But trust me, you are just a human who is trying to do a job, trying to earn money to make a living out of it. And humans are bound to make errors. We are not machines. And when you make mistakes, it actually shows that you are trying. I know I'm saying all these cliche lines, but when things were happening to me, I realized how real the cliche things are, like how real the cliche is. I did end up making some mistakes at my workplace, and I was shattered and I was crying and I was like, oh no, what impact is this going to have? Have I done this? Have I done that? A lot of it was coming because some of my seniors amplified that thing so much for me. Even if the thing was this, they amplified it this much and presented it in front of me, that, you have done this, it has created this thing, that thing, blah blah blah. And I was so anxious, and I was like, oh no, am I going to lose my job? Am I going to do this? But it was literally this thing. And then my manager and my manager's manager, they had a call with me that, these things happen. And as long as you've realized, as long as we have a solution for it, you don't need to worry. Just make sure that you don't repeat it, and that you're more vigilant moving forward. And yeah, that was it. I did end up learning a lot from it. And again, the moment I had the backing of my manager and his manager, I had this sudden fuel of confidence that, okay, I might not be perfect at my work yet, but I'm not dumb. I still do know what to do and how to get things done. Just because I did an error here or there does not mean that I am, what do we call that word, I forgot, incompetent. Moving on, but the next thing that I learned is to document everything, be it the work that you've done so far or the contributions that you've made so far in the entire year. Document it. Make sure you document everything. Your manager has a team of people to manage. He or she would not know what all you've done, but it's your duty to present it at the time of your year end review and everything, that what you've done. Documenting has like multiple benefits. Obviously, one is that it helps you during your year end reviews and everything. Secondly, it also helps you build your confidence that, oh, throughout the year I've done this thing. you know Sometimes, because we have a lot of work, we tend to forget what all we have done, and what all things, positive things we've done, and all of those things. It's hard for our human brain to hold and remember positive things. If, at least if your brain is like me, documentation actually helps me stay grounded in reality, that, oh, you've done xyz things. It helps me boost my confidence. Thirdly, it also, if anyone ever comes to question you on any of your things, you would still be in touch with what you've done, because you've documented it, because you have it, because you would know that, oh yes, I had done this, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So you will be able to answer it. So anytime anyone tries to question your work, you would be in a better position to answer it back to them. The next point is something that I learned the hard way: don't trust anyone easily. Do not. In the end, don't forget, it's corporate. People are going to think about themselves first before thinking about anyone else. They are going to be selfish. And if you trust people with everything, don't be surprised if they come and backstab you. This has happened with me. This one senior, he genuinely helps me a lot, like so much. He helps me so much. He has my back. At least that is what he tells me, that is what he shows, that is what he portrays, that he has my back. And and only to know that that guy is going around creating narratives about me, my work, and doing some of my work without even telling me that he's doing my work, and then creating this narrative that I only do a lot of her work, she does not do. No, I do not ask you to do that. The thing is, I trust him a lot. I trusted him a lot. And when there was this one situation where he was put on a spot, he did not hesitate to even give up my name. He just told that, oh, it's Ria. And I was uh like, what? And with this experience and with a lot of other experiences, I realized that do not trust people, especially with your work, with your ideas, even with your personal life. Keep your personal life and your professional life different. Do not mix them. Do not bring your personal problems to work and your work problems to your personal life. Keep them different, and don't trust people easily. My next point is, a lot of seniors are going to take advantage of your work. They are going to take advantage of their position and make you do a lot of their work. And they will create narratives and all of those things. But only your manager's opinion should matter to you. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, only your manager's opinion should matter to you. No matter how hard you work, if your manager does not see it, if your manager does not know, if you're not in your manager's good books, it won't matter in the end. You need to be in your manager's good books. You need to, sometimes instead of hard work, you need to do smart work, and you need to ensure that only your manager's opinion on your work should come to you. No matter what other people say, their opinion, their feedback should not affect you. Obviously, their feedback should matter, but it should not affect you. In the end, it's a manager's opinion that should affect, that is going, it's a manager who's going to give you the rating. So, but this point again might differ from person to person, from organization to organization, and this is just my experience. The next one is again a very important one: learn diplomacy. Learn the art of being diplomatic. It is pure art. It is pure genius thing. It's a literal pure genius thing to do. You don't always have to agree with what your seniors or your manager are saying, but if you disagree, you would end up being, sidelined and left out. So you don't obviously have to agree with all of those things, but you can play with diplomacy. You can be like, ha ha ha, like, you know you can just maybe sometimes laugh it off, or you can, just not agree, but again, don't disagree, just, play in the gray area. And yeah, like, mastering diplomacy is not easy, but it's a skill that will help you when you become a manager, and it's obviously going to help you in your personal life as well. And the next one is, don't forget your end goal. Obviously everyone have their own set of goal or set of vision, that where they are picturing themselves to be in the next few years, or where what their career chart looks like. And if you anytime feel that, you are stuck in your job, or if a particular thing is not serving you, or your job is not serving you, it's time to switch. Say for an example, if you've asked for promotion, you've waited for a year, for 2 years, and they're just giving you vague promises that yes, yes, this year you're gonna get that, next year you're gonna get. And if you're still not getting, take that as a sign, and just switch, look for other jobs. Now, these were the main corporate kind of lessons that I've learned. Now, apart from these lessons, there are a few other things. These are a little personal lessons. I don't know how to categorize these lessons, actually, the next set of lessons. So, starting with drama and gossips. Yes, as I said, I thought college had prepped me for the toxicity and everything, but no, corporate life is different. Corporate life is like a real life mean girl movie. People are so mean, they are so ruthless, they are so selfish, and there is drama and gossip everywhere. But from my personal experience, what I've learned is, try not to indulge in any sort of gossips and drama. The moment you feel that someone is talking ill about someone, if you cannot excuse yourself out of the situation, also don't try to indulge as well. Be diplomatic. You don't always have to be a part of the conversation. That is again a personal take, but just avoid, like, channelize your energy into self growth, channelize that time and all of those things, and focusing on yourself. Maybe learn new courses, train yourself for new skills and all of those things. The market is as such very volatile, it's very dynamic, it's changing every now and then. You might as well just upgrade yourself, upskill yourself. Next point is, take those leaves. As I said in the beginning, you are working to live a good, happy personal life. If you don't reward yourself after working so much, what's the point of working so much? Like, if you can't enjoy the money that you're earning, what's the point? And the leaves, the paid leaves, are given for a reason. Now, I'm not saying that just, go full vacation mode every month. No, be responsible, obviously, but no, just sometimes take a break, give yourself a break, reward yourself, take yourself out, spend time with your family. Oh, wait, the camera. Just a minute. I still think it might fall anytime. Where was I? I think I was talking about leaves. Reward yourself, take yourself out, spend time with your family, your loved ones, your friends, everyone. And sometimes, working can lead to burnout. It can lead to, monotony can kill the passion. Literally, sometimes monotonous life can kill your will to work. It's a debatable topic, but I do feel that if you're constantly putting yourself in a job, you're not giving yourself a break, there are high chances that you might just end up feeling burnt out, and, again, create a domino effect where your quality of your work will get affected, your mood will get affected. You know the drill. Moving on to the next point. First impression is the last impression. It took me some time, but I realized that the more presentable you are, the more approachable you are. And in corporate, networking works a lot. So if you are presentable, people will come, and, they would want to talk to you. You might end up getting some opportunities for yourself, maybe, a job switch, team switch, anything. And my way of that is to create a good first impression by present being in a very presentable form, be it my entire attire, outfit, be it the way my face is looking. Like, it does matter. I actually carry a pouch. The pouch has my comb, roll on, my perfume, what else, my lip balm, and every now and then I, do a little touch up. If I'm getting up from my desk, I, just comb my hair a little, just put on a perfume, because you might bump into anyone at any point of time, so you might as well just create a good impression. At least that is what I feel. Moving on, my last point, when you're walking, take short intervals. I don't know why the camera is all of a sudden just. Sorry, my last point is that when you're walking, try to take short intervals of walks, like get up, just walk for 5 minutes, move your body, stretch a little, just move from here and there, because in the end, if your health is not well, what's the point? Like, health is literally wealth. Work can wait, health won't. So try to take those short intervals and focus on your health and your mental well-being as well. I think I've covered all the points. Obviously there are a lot of different aspects to dealing with corporate life, but this was my experience, these were my lessons. So yeah, if any of this has helped you, please let me know in the comment section below. If there is anything that you would like to share, your personal experiences, your personal learnings, please share them with me. I would really want to hear and learn more about it. So, yeah, that's it for today. I hope you liked the video. Until next time, stay cute, stay chaotic, and don't forget to stay hydrated. Bye.